Jessica at Wandering Tent, and today I am working on propagating some of my plants. I have heard that it's really easy to root figs. I also have some gardenias that I want to root, so I'm going to be working on that today. So what I have here is some 2-liter bottles that I've cut the bottom off. I've also got some root hormone, and I've got a couple of pots. I've just filled them with potting soil. I am going to see how that does. I read that you should mix the potting soil with regular soil, but I've just already got this prepared, so I'm going to try to use this. I'm going to go outside and cut some pieces off the gardenia and some pieces off the fig about 5 inches long. So here is my fig tree, and as you can tell, it's not very big. Oh, I was gonna cut this one, but look, there's a fig on it. I'm starting to have second thoughts about this. Maybe I should wait until this gets a little bit bigger. So let's check out this fig. It's not any bigger than the other one, but I was planning on doing 2. I think I am just going to do 1. And this is a brown turkey fig, as you can see from the tag. I don't see any figs on this one, so I'm just going to cut it right here. And then here is our gardenia that I am going to cut some pieces off of. Let's see. I'm going to try to get one without a bud, but there's so many on here with buds, I don't know that that's going to be possible. Like every branch has a bud. That one has a few. How about we do this one? It has a flower, but I'll just pinch the flower off. So there's that one. Love gardenias, they smell so good. Ooh, hubby scared me. Here, let's get this one. It doesn't have a bud on it. So I got 2 pieces. So you want to moisten your water or wet your water before you put your plant in there with the root hormone, because you don't want to wash off the root hormone. So the next step you want to do is, well, I'm going to pull this bloom off, and then you want to pull off the lower leaves, leaving just the top leaves. And I probably even have this too tall. It said 5 inches, so I'm going to cut a little bit off of the bottom. So that looks about right, about 5 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to dip the bottom of the stem into some water, and then I'm going to dip it into the hormone. Here's my root hormone. I ordered this on Amazon just because I didn't feel like going out looking for it. So I dip my end in the water. I'm going to dip my end in the hormone. I probably put way too much on there. And then I am going to just put it in the pot. I probably should have made a hole for that before I did that, but I didn't, so we'll see what happens. So then after I do that, I am going to take my 2-liter bottle, and put it over top, because you want to maintain humidity. And what I read online and what I've read in books is also that you want it to be about 75 degrees, and you want it to have light but not direct sunlight. So my plan is to put it over here, not directly in front of the door, but near the door where it's not obviously in the direct sunlight, but it'll have sunlight. So this time I went ahead and I poked a hole in the dirt so that I wouldn't make that same mistake. Hopefully that gardenia will do well. Here is my fig. It's already looking kind of puny. I'm going to pull the lower leaves off and just leave the top leaves. And the same thing, I am going to dip the end in the water. I'm going to dip the end in the root hormone. And I'm going to put it in the dirt and cover it up. Now also, you're to keep the, I'm going to pull this leaf off too. You're to keep the soil moist but not soaking, kind of like you would do seedlings, I guess. And whatever you do, whatever you use to keep your humidity in is not supposed to touch the plant. So that's why I pulled those extra leaves off as well. It's supposed to root in about 4 to 6 weeks. So now I have my last gardenia. I am going to pull the bottom leaves off, and I'm going to leave just a few up top, especially that one that doesn't look so great. And this one I got way too long as well, so I'm going to cut it to where it's about 5 inches. I'm just eyeballing this like I pretty much do everything else in my life. I'm really interested in propagating. I heard that my grandfather was really good at it, and I love that I'm interested in something that he was interested in. He, I think I've talked about it before, he propagated some camellias that were at my grandmother's home place, and so now my grandmother has, you know, a camellia at her house off of the plant that was her mother's, and I think that's really cool. So there is my gardenia, and I am going to put my 2 liter over it again. I think when my figs get a little bit bigger, and I don't know that even now is the best time for me to be doing this, but I think when my figs get a little bit bigger, I'll get more clippings. I don't want to interfere if that fig is actually going to make fruit. It's been a couple of days since I worked on rooting the figs and the gardenias, and I just wanted to add some information to the end of this video as well. The information I got about rooting the figs is on gardeningknowhow.com, and he says that you should wait a week until after you see new growth to remove the makeshift greenhouse. So I wanted to add that information to the end. So far they look really good. I will go over and give you a shot of that. So here they are a couple days later. They still look really good. They're nice and green. I don't really see that I have any new growth. I guess I'm going to have to pay a little bit better attention. This is actually a gardenia that I added in today. I thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.